Welcome student, another tutorial of HTML. Today we are going to learn heading tag. So let's start. Before going ahead, first let me tell you the software I am using for making this program in HTML is Visual Studio Code, and today I'll tell you also how you can install the software because few extensions also required to run this HTML code. However, you can download the same software from this link according to your operating system, whatever you are having, Windows, Linux, or Macintosh. And you can check also that what the actually architecture you are having, that is a 64 bit or 32 bit. So let's start. First I'll tell you how you can install Visual Studio Code. So just type the Visual Studio Code in Google. After typing Google, just type like Visual Studio Code. So that will suggest you this, and just select the Visual Studio Code and go to the link of this Visual Studio Code, and after that you will get the different option. Maybe you will get some updated version or some appearance may be different, but you have to select download for Windows if you have Windows operating system, and click according to your architecture, whether 32 bit or 64 bit. However, that system will automatically suggest you. So this download will start immediately when you click on download, and after downloading just open it. Sorry. And just select terms and condition, click the next, and don't actually check the other thing, just click the next, right? It will automatically add the environmental variable or whatever required, and our system automatically will be installed in your computer. So let me finish this installation. It will take a few seconds, that based on the system whatever you are using. Just check and click finish to launch the Visual Studio Code. So this will appear like this, and maybe if this one is the old one, you will get the some latest version one. You can change the preferences also, like the setting the appearance of the system, whatever you want. Like this one is having the dark theme right now. You want to change it, you can change it. You can add the different extensions also. So different programming languages you can use here as a platform, and you can develop those programs with the pythons or C++, whatever you want. Like appearance also you can change. You can change dark to the light one, or you can say contrast one, but that is up to you. Whatever the theme you opted, you can select that theme. Just check like this. Okay, so this is the actually installation and the theme. Let's move to the next slide so you can understand. Let me show you also the Visual Studio Code also. Let me open. So this Visual Studio Code open like this, and the different extension. These are the different extension, or this, through settings also you can get the different settings. Extensions also you can get it from here, and search the different extension. And right now I'm having the March 2021. That is the latest one, and that was actually my 2020. And you can search the extension, like for running the HTML pages you require live server. So what you can do, you just type here live server. Let me repeat it again from where you can go. Just check here, just click the extension and type it here, live server. So when you type live server, that will suggest you the different live server that are available. Okay, now here just check this live server, just click it, and suppose you don't have that live server, that so that will suggest you to install. I am already having, that's why it's showing uninstall. If any updates come, then that will suggest you update. Got it? So this live server is must to run any of the HTML pages. Got it? Let me close this one and move to the slide. Now today we'll make a very first web page, and I'll tell you also how you can create the website also. But whatever the web page actually having in a particular folder, that web page having some initial or startup pages, and that pages must be defined like default, index. That depend how actually we are using the site. So very most actually most common name used by websites for first pages, that is the index one. Got it? So this is the simple structure that I have already explained you, and after running the same code, this will appear like this. So let's start. We'll make some web page in Visual Studio, the same one. This one I have already made here. Just check here the HTML, starting of the HTML and the closing of the HTML. So opening tag and closing tag. Now head, the head of the page and the title of the page, and in the body what I mentioned, hello world. So after writing this code, just right click and open with live server. So when you open with live server, the page will appear like this. Okay, hello world. If you change something there in the Visual Studio Code, like hello students, and let me save this one, and again go back to the browser, just check it's hello student. So got it? So this is the simple actually code that you can make, and with the help of live server you are using the same code, and that code is actually appearing in a web browser. Got it? Now move to the next slide. Here we are going to use the heading tag. So these heading tags are actually having where we can define the headings, and these are the h1 to s6, and where h1 is the highest, or we can say most, and s6 is the least, the smallest one we can say. So same code you can use. Just check here the different heading I am taken here. Code is same in body. Just check when you type h1, it will suggest you, and automatically closing tag comes. So this is the actual advantage of Visual Studio Code. Type here abps. Similarly, after this press enter, then again h2 will take all those heading. Okay, and you can do one thing, just copy this one and paste, then n again paste. One, this one become 2, 3, 4, then 5, then 6. Similarly here just close 3, 4, 5 and 6, and save this one, and just right click and open with live server. So just check. This is heading 1, heading 2, heading 3, 4, 5 and 6, where 1 is the most and 6 is the least. So that is depend on the requirement. So whatever actually the font or heading size we want, on the basis of this 1 to 6 we can easily take. So like this you can use the heading tag in your web page. So note down the same code in your you can copy or take the snapshot and do it practically, but don't forget to install the same application as I explain you how you can download and install it, and even in the live server also that extension you can install in your machine, and then you can easily use this software and develop programs. Okay, so this much in today's tutorial students. I hope you understand how to install Visual Studio Code and how you can make your own first web page, how you can use heading tag. In next tutorial, we'll learn paragraph tag, as well as we'll learn HTML horizontal lines, like how you can use the paragraph tags and different HTML horizontal lines, how we can make those all these things. And we'll learn about the comment also in coming tutorial. Okay, student. So till that, thank you. Thank you very much, student.